Okay, and we are live. What's up, everyone? We're super excited to actually have this 30 minutes super quick intro about a topic that we care about. And this is all about the MetaMask Developer Cook-Off. So for a lot of like developer out there that know a little bit what we are talking about right now, we run almost for like a year and a half something called Linear Developer Cook-Off. And then we said, okay, we're bringing this to life. We have new MetaMask developer tooling. We are a lot of highlights happening. And then we said, okay, let's start running those MetaMask developer Cook-Off. And the big announcement here is that in March, we started our first one. And this is the live stream that we want to show you what's all about, why we care, and what is actually like the bounties and a little bit like giving a little bit context. And this is a quick one. It's 25 minutes, and it's a pleasure to have you here, Alejandro, to co-host this session with me. And yeah, it's an honor, big pleasure also to have you here. And feel free to introduce yourself for the people that doesn't know you.
So yeah, this is Alejandro right here, been working with MetaMask for most of 2 years, and yeah, we're here to talk about the MetaMask Dev Cook-Off, to talk about what it is and how you can participate. So yeah, that's basically me. I've been building a lot of applications using the MetaMask SDK lately, and would be great to share that what I have learned with you.
Nice,
So
nice.
yeah.
I mean, that's exciting. We actually had a good brainstorming session when we said, okay, what do we want to actually have builders hacking on for a long month period? And I mean, MetaMask kind of like SDK were kind of the right answer for kind of inaugurating this month session. So let's actually like do it. And these slides that you see here, I think is one of the first version that we started when we kind of bring to life the new MetaMask. Kind of like brands and vision post Eve Denver.
I
And
I love it,
yeah,
to be honest.
oh yeah, yeah, that's a true kind of like developer like touch. I really like it. And
Yeah,
also the fact that he's moving the fox is also like super
yeah,
interesting.
it's awesome. It's awesome.
Uh, No, hello. So yeah, so for the people joining right now, we're doing this 30 minutes session. So welcome everyone. And as we mentioned before, it's super exciting time. And for the first time in history, we're running like a monthly uh, MetaMask hackathon called MetaMask Developer Cook-Off, and we are kind of like super kind of like it's the first time we're bringing this to life. And there is a bunch of already registration and stuff, but we want to kind of like dive a little bit what is happening here and why we care about doing that. So quickly intro, what is the MetaMask Dev Cook-Off, how we will judging, and some kind of tips, and also like I really like that Alejandro did a really cool video around MetaMask SDK. So the big topic of this month is all about MetaMask SDK, and we also like created a small walkthrough tutorial with Alejandro that actually like I don't know if you want to show it like real life. I think it's a short one, but really like
Yeah,
we
yeah,
care really about why we want to actually like do that with SDK and not just a casual injection. Okay, let's do
yeah.
it. So what is MetaMask Dev Cook-Off, or what do you want to talk about, Alejandro? Anything that you want to kind of like feel free always to stop me if you have anything that you want to add.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's basically a online hackathon for user like developers to start building something cool. It's like the time for developers to take that project they have like stored in somewhere they doesn't know where it is actually and bring it to life again and using the MetaMask SDK. It's that basically what they have to do. Any project that you have, any idea that you have that you want to build with friends or alone, whatever, you can start building it. You can start using the MetaMask SDK, which is quite easy. We will see it like in a minute, and yeah, you'll be participating for that for bounties. And I mean, it's cool about the bounties, but the idea is to build something cool, something really great, right?
Exactly,
So yeah.
exactly. Yeah, also the fact that now, developers have strong goals like appetite to actually build something like resilient that is actually going further than not just getting the bounties. And
Exactly.
we're here, we're providing grants, we're providing supports, accelerator program, we're running this MetaMask ambassador program also with those community builder nights. There is a lot of things that you can also like advocate for the space. And I think we are really in a true builders market right now. I think like we were checking like around Ethereum address are all-time high. I think even like MetaMask specific like forks and repos are also all-time high. So there is a lot of like things happening. But as you said correctly, Alejandro, like so Dev Cook-Off is everything around this kind of virtual hackathon for the people that are not coming to IRL events and they just want to hack. They just want to kind of like chill. They don't want to have stress, and they just want to build something. That's kind of like the time, right? And for this specific like first MetaMask Dev Cook-Off, we're basically like pushing this 5K in total bounties, and it's all about MetaMask SDK. And we're working also in a new kind of like this edition. A lot of things are happening. And here also we need to do a big shout out to our partners, HackQuest, because those guys has been very instrumental to actually like deliver this hackathon to all the developer ecosystem and also like helping and supporting us since the start. Cool. So, why participate, Alejandro? I think like you kind of already said. I think like like first is not just a learning experience, but also like you build something, you actually practice building something, and also like you advocate around the ecosystem. You get in touch with other MetaMask folks, and you really like getting to know and advocate for the ecosystem. And I mean, this is one more thing. What I really like, it's also like the winners or like general people that are getting like kind of exposure to the team, but also to the ecosystem. They're able to come to present in this MetaMask developer community call that we're holding monthly. So I think it's not just a bounty thing; it's also like getting exposure to the entire community. And the past community calls are what 10,000 people, so it's a lot of like people are seeing you. I don't know. Are there any reason why people should participate that you think, Alejandro?
I think right now is a perfect time to start building something cool. So yeah, I think you can, I don't know, like get together with friends and start building. And right now there is a lot of stuff going on the industry. We have AI agents, we have so many cool projects out there. So could be a good time to start building. And it's always a good time to start building, but this is better because it's a minimalist that book.
Nice, nice, nice.
So yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah, never been a start, never been a better start, especially on the tooling side around the AI frameworks right
Yeah.
now. We're testing with Cursor, like it's
So
imaginable. Like I
love
think the tool is getting better and better also like on the Web3 implementation.
Yeah, 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 100%, 100%.
Nice, nice. So, what else? So, judging criteria is very straightforward for the people that have been in hackathon. You kind of like see specific like judging criteria similar to this. So, it's stuff from like usability, originality, innovation, technical feasibility. But I think like the most important one here is whatever you're building, and I think we try to also state quite general and kind of like grab all the kind of like the verticals, but the most important part is obviously leveraging the MetaMask SDK, right? So it need to be a proper implementation, a use case of the SDK, following also like the small video of Alejandro, but I think it will show us something. Anything else that when you're judging, you care about, Alejandro?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically, the idea here is, of course, to leverage the MetaMask SDK, but there are like so many things that you could do with this because the MetaMask SDK is just the wallet connection. And anything you could build after connecting your wallet, I think that's perfect to build. We have a couple of ideas I will show you later on, but in this case, yeah, I mean, could be whatever. You could create a wallet agent, you could create an events platform, you could create, I don't know. There is like a lot of stuff to build, and yeah, probably the cooler idea with cooler implementation could be the winner. I don't know. Let's see. What do we
Yeah,
have?
yeah, yeah. I like the agent wallet kind of idea. I think
Yeah,
it's going in
yeah,
line with the live coding session that you did a couple of like weeks ago. And I think right now agent use case are pushing hard around the builders. Yeah, I mean, I think around SDK we obviously like have the go-to. There is no straight line. You can choose and kind of like start implementing around your specific use case. I don't think it's rocket science, especially on the implementation on the SDK side. I think like also seeing a variety that you leveraging also like other technology stack, I think will also very very efficient. And I think mostly we have our docs, so it's actually quite straightforward. Let me actually get here. So we have our revamped, and for the people that see here, this is the revamped kind of like design on the docs. A lot of like a big shout out to the team for actually pushing this. The MetaMask SDK side is kind of like on the first part on the docs, but you can actually like check this out. What else? On Discord is quite straightforward. We have a full Q&A and developer support, and also you can reach us out in Telegram and also check out the Wild Me docs. But I think so. This is the video that Yolando created for the hackathon specifically, because a lot of hackathon that we've been with the SDK, people are not sometimes using the SDK. So make sure you actually like check this out. You want to quickly run us through, if you want to share your screen, more than happy to send it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I can share my screen because I have that code right here,
Nice.
actually. So basically, what we have right here is a wallet connection to the MetaMask SDK. This is basically the way we do it using WalkMe, which is the
Oh,
easiest way to do it.
you wanna zoom it a little bit? I
Yeah,
think it's a bit
for
small.
sure. And
Nice.
that's better. Yeah. Okay. So basically, this is a MetaMask connector. So using the MetaMask connector, you'll be calling the MetaMask SDK. And why is it better to use the MetaMask SDK? Well, just because you have mobile connection and you'll be able to connect to authenticate users all around devices. Like several devices. So let's just give it a look and see how this works. So you have a connect wallet button, you connect your wallet, and basically that's it. You can connect by using, I can't disconnect because I haven't created the disconnect button, but that will be your work when you start hacking. But the idea is to show how to connect your wallet. If you want a quick uh, tutorial right here, what you have to do is to call the use disconnect hook from WAGME, and then you get the disconnect, and then you'll be able to disconnect. It's actually quite easy. Uh, to do. So yes, I have also right here a example using a wallet agent that we have built live. So basically this one does have a disconnect button. So you can disconnect, you can connect. This code is public. You could start building from here if you want. This is actually a wallet agent. You could do a couple of transactions using the AI, but from here, you could start implementing whatever you want. You could deploy. We already did that actually. That's an example. It's live from Gaia. That one is using the DTK, the delegation toolkit, but could be also a really good example to build. But you could deploy a smart contract and deploy a token using the wallet agent. This one will work like send 0.00 to, and then you send the wallet address you want to send it to. Okay, this is the account that's connected. I can come right here. I can copy this. Done. So again, this code is public. You can go to GitHub. I will share the GitHub link for sure. And this code, you could start from here and start creating a bunch of transactions. This transaction has been sent. If we check it on linear scan, wait a second. This is the one. I don't know if this is mainnet. Probably this is mainnet. Yeah. Linear, wait a second. Linear. So this one right here. So this way we're going to be able to check the transaction that has been sent and success. So yeah, I think this is a couple of ideas. You could build whatever you want from here. And you can reach out, of course, if you have uh, some ideas you want to build. I have also some code snippets I will share to you
Nice.
uh, that you can. This is basically you can get right here and copy this, and you will be able to paste this in your wacme.config file, and you'll be able ready to connect to MetaMask using the MetaMask SDK quite easy. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I don't know.
Nice.
What do you
No, that's
think?
good. I like the snippet that you actually shared. We definitely need to share this GitHub repo in the chat,
Yeah.
and how people can get the snippet. The snippet. Do you have some gist or?
I already posted on the live
Okay, nice.
Twitter. Like I replied the tweet with the code snippets.
Oh,
So
nice,
yeah,
nice,
we'll share
nice.
the GitHub link right
Perfect.
now.
Perfect. I'm just checking this out. Oh, I see the post that you just did. Okay, let me share it here in the chat. That's actually super useful. And what else? I think this is, yeah, I think it's quite straightforward, the use case, right? So you can build
Yeah,
games, you can build a DeFi app, you can build anything like, I think leveraging the SDK is the connection side of the dApp, right? Both on the connection and the disconnection. So I think it's quite straightforward. Any other use case that you think about that people maybe build and were really like successful that you kind of grasp your interest that you saw maybe in previous hackathon? Anything that
yeah.
you want to share?
Basically, we do have, it's a bit outdated, but it will work for sure. We do have a repo that's an events platform. Like you can create an event by, you connect your wallet, of course, using the MetaMask SDK, and then you can deploy a factory contract. This is the way we did it, but it's an event platform where you can publish an event and then assist to an event and sell tickets and stuff like that, all using
Nice.
crypto and blockchain. So I will share the code. It's a bit outdated because you know how fast things get outdated here, but the idea and the base code is there, and I think could be a really good starting point if someone wants to start with something like that. Um and basically, it's the general idea is a factory contract that deploys the events. So we have an events factory contract, and this contract will create events and will deploy new events, smart contracts, as we
Nice.
create events on the platform. So yeah, let's give it a look. You can just review it. I will share the link right here so you can check it.
Nice. Yeah, this is actually on the Eventsy side. I remember was super interesting because you can actually do seamless connection, but also like the event management was actually quite cool.
Yeah,
That sounds good.
and I mean, right now, in that time when we built that, we didn't have AI around. Right now, we have AI. So actually, we could, I mean, let's say that you want to create a wallet agent, but it's not a simple wallet agent. Let's say that you have your factory contract with the events, deploying events contract, and you can talk like to an AI and tell it like, okay, I want to create an event with this title, with this description, with these attendees in this location, and then it set up all the event on the events platform. So that could be great also. And that's something you could build like mixing both examples that we gave you. You have the event C platform, you have the wallet agent, then you can mix them up and start building from there. I don't know, there are like a lot of cool
I know,
examples.
I know. Yeah, it's crazy, and I mean, I'm always excited to see game developers actually using the SDK because a lot of people don't want to go through like the wallet connection. They want to just direct QR code scanning. Also, like on mobile,
Yeah.
is actually quite straightforward.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
but I think, but I think from the user perspective, it's enhancing a lot the connection side and onboarding side to the app.
yes, 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 yes. Actually, talking a bit more again to the MetaMask SDK, I have seen a couple of projects that has already been submitted uh, to the hackathon. A couple of them have a really good MetaMask SDK implementation. Some others don't. But remember that usually, I mean, at the beginning, when we were trying to connect to wallets, the first thing that we used to do uh, was to check the window that Ethereum object. So
Mhm.
in this case, uh, that won't work for us because what we want you to use is the MetaMask SDK. Actually, this when you call the window that Ethereum object, you will be calling whatever wallet you have connected to your browser through an extension. So this way, you're not using the MetaMask SDK. To use the MetaMask SDK, you have to call the MetaMask WAGMI connector or connect through the SDK component that we have built in the SDK documentation. But the easiest way is to use WAGMI. So yeah, that's a good reminder for you to know. But yeah,
Nice, nice. Nice. Yeah, 100% is actually a super good reminder. No, sounds good. Let me share back my screen. So I think thanks so much. I mean, Andrew, this is useful. You actually work through the SDK side. It's actually much more clear. People also like can check out directly the SDK in the docs. I think it's also quite straightforward if you're directly going into the docs here. There is also, I think, a couple of like prompt, and I think like we're also working on the CLI side, but that's not probably relevant for the Dev Cook-Off today. But make sure also you check some of those examples. I think is actually quite straightforward, and depending also like how you're building the dApp, there are different recommendation here.
yeah,
Okay, sounds good. Let's go back. So in terms of resources, both the SDK and the WAGMI docs are definitely good resources. If you want to get more customized support, obviously you can DM us, or you can just ask in the developer Discord, and you just have different things. Even for faucets, you have different kind of like service. Okay, sounds good. The YouTube video is also like attached, and is also available directly in our HackQuest Dev Cook-Off page. Is actually quite straightforward. So we see we have 20 days left. You have seen like the 5K kind of like bounty. There is a description. Please make sure you also read, and also like some of those project inspiration that we create on the Wallet AI agents, on the voting dApp, some DeFi solution, NFT marketplace. So quite straightforward. And what else? I think that's a little bit everything.
Today we're
One
going to
thing
learn.
also to say is we're working a lot on what's going on afterwards, right? So we have a lot of like kind of reminder. As you saw before, we started running, I think was that 4 or 5 months ago, those live coding sessions where literally we are building things or breaking things, and we are like, hopefully the demo gods are always with us, but we're always encountering some bugs. So we're literally like in front of everyone trying to debug the session, and they're always fun,
yeah,
right? I think I'm enjoying those.
those are actually
Yeah.
quite
And
fun.
yeah. I think, the live coding session, then we're putting back together also the developer office hours where you're able to actually ask questions. Obviously, the rock solid kind of go-to is at the end of the month, we're running these MetaMask developer community calls. Where we are inviting both ecosystem calibers of builders, they're winners of hackathon, they're building cool stuff, they're inspiring other developers, but also we are doing a lot of updates on the MetaMask developer stack. So we're bringing some kind of, let's say, spicy takes. Also, like we're bringing some good people. They are actually builders around the community calls, and also like MetaMask partners. So a lot of things are happening in this 1 hour at the end of the month. And then we're running a lot around different IRL events, and I think like these MetaMask Dev Cook-Off are starting a new era of when you don't have time or you don't want to go to a 2 3 days live IRL event. You just want to build without relaxing and using a specific tech stack. This is the way, right? And they're happening. You don't have stress. It's a month or at least like 2 3 weeks long, so you don't have stress actually to submit or build something. And yeah, and we're working with a lot of like different partners, so we are always like trying to push more bounty, but also more lower funnel, how do you say, partnerships, so that you as builders, you don't just build something and it's finished, right? You can actually come to the community calls. You can actually speak with different partners. You can actually get grants post the hackathon. So a lot of things are happening, and I think that's super exciting. Okay, I think we kind of like answer most of the questions. I think thanks. Yeah, thanks everybody also like for pushing those questions out. I think here is the QR code, and also big shout out to all the DevRel team members also making all this kind of like live stream happening. A lot of coordination and let's say distribution of the event is happening. So big shout out and big shout out also for the partners HackWest to help running and supporting us on this is actually quite impressive. The reach, but also the amount of like yeah, the amount of like distribution that those guys has. Anything else, Alejandro? Apart, we are all excited
I
about this.
think that's pretty much it. I was going to mention that if you want to participate, this is going to be the first one, of course, from the MetaMask side, but I think it could be also the easiest one. The next one probably will be on the DTK, the delegation toolkit. That will be a little bit more complicated.
Yes.
So if you want to create cool something really cool, you have a lot of freedom here to create an application. I think this is your time. The next one will be also cool, but will be also more interesting to work with. So
That's
yeah,
perfect. Yes. Yes, actually, it's good. Like we need to start kind of like slowly with more general kind of like
yeah,
challenges. Okay, sounds good. So thanks everyone, and I think yeah, that's the time. If you have any question, please DM us, ask the question in Discord, and make sure also you check out those links. And before you're hacking, check out really the SDK docs, some of the tutorials, and also the video that Alejandro kind of like pushed there, because a lot of people are really like hacking, building really cool stuff, but then they are not eligible because they actually didn't properly use the SDK out
yeah,
there. And I think that's it. And oh, cool, Akil, it's great to actually see you
yeah.
here. And yeah, for the delegation toolkit and the MetaMask card is definitely like are the next things that we're working on. So the next ones will probably like be building dApps with delegation toolkit, and also like finding new rewards and on-chain mechanism and dApps, including for the MetaMask card off ramping. So I think a lot of things are happening, and we're super excited to bring you this, but this is just the start, and always let's do this and build together, because we're here to support. Awesome. And thanks, Alejandro, for coming to
Thanks to
this.
you,
It's
Francesco.
always awesome to share the stage
Yeah.
with you. Awesome, awesome. Thanks, everyone. Cheers, cheers,
Bye
cheers.